Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to open up some Void Shards, 58 of them to be exact. You guys can see I've been stockpiling them for quite a while. This is not a double chance summoning event, but it is a chance to pull who I consider to be, I don't know, S tier, but geez, if you look at the news here, we have the True Love Trumps All. I'm not usually a fan of these 10 times chances, but if you really love the champion, then I guess if you happen to be sitting on shards, you know, long story short, you're better off bang for your buck just waiting on a double summons event. But I'm going to go for it anyway because I wanted to make a video today for you guys anyway. I hope you guys are having a good weekend or week if you're watching later in the future. So we have a 10 times chance to pull a Khoronar. Let's take a look at Khoronar. He's a new champion. He is my #1 wish list right now. He's the reason I am doing this. So hopefully we can get him. He is a skinwalker, I believe. Yeah. So there he is. Khoronar, what makes him so cool? Let's go ahead and take a look really quickly here. I'm not going to go over the whole Minaya, you know, extra abilities. You guys can read them if you want to, but essentially attacks all enemies AoE on the A1. 50% chance of decreasing each target's turn meter by 10%. That's really solid for an A1. He's HP based. All of his damage scales off of the HP. On the A2, it's not a damage. It's just the debuff. Has a 75% chance, can be booked up to 90% chance of placing a provoke on all enemies for 1 turn. That's really solid. I really want to use him in arena. And then places a block debuffs buff and a 60% chance increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns. So he's landing an AoE provoke and he's placing a block debuffs and increased defense on himself. That's really, really solid. I love that ability. And then on his A3, it just keeps getting better, right? Attacks all enemies, places the strong version of decreased attack and decreased defense on all, and decreased defense on all enemies that he lands the decreased attack on. So you just basically want to build him with a ton of HP and a ton of accuracy. Then he has 2 passives, counterattack when hit by enemies under decreased attack, defense, or speed. And then has places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns if this champion kills an enemy. Really cool and super OP, right? Like, is he a super strong legendary or is it just me? Anyway, I really hope I get him today. Let's go ahead and start opening and quit blabbing on. So here we go, #1. So we still don't even have, the odds are still not in our favor in terms of our chance to even summon 1 legendary, let alone him, but we're going to see how we do. Some of the newer epics were pretty good. Painkeeper is definitely a really solid champ. You guys can see his ratings here. Okay, by really solid, I mean, you know, above average. Next up, I will go ahead and start reading the, or start kind of reviewing the epics if I pull any here. Just getting some more rares, another Painkeeper here. Oh God, these videos, man. These videos, are any of you guys going for this dude or what? Steadfast Marshal, I believe he's a new one too, but he's nothing to write home about, so we won't look at his abilities. If he has like amazing reviews, we'll check him out, but considering I did kind of ramble for quite a bit at the beginning of the video, we will keep things moving here. Still 52 to go. Plenty of time early on. Nothing to stress out about, right? Just go nice and slow. Don't get any epics. No worries. Don't get any legendaries. Who cares? We still got 50 left to pull here. Steadfast Marshal. We're going to get a lot of repeats. That is one thing that I can almost guarantee. Man, I want to pull him, guys. He'd be such an amazing champion to have. And usually, I think this might be, no, this is the second Stone Skin. This is the second time I've done a video like this on the 10 times like extra chance on the summon event. I did one on Draco, which I didn't get, and maybe, hey, maybe if I don't get him, if I complain a lot in this video, maybe I'll open up my account and he'll be there in the morning. I'm joking. That won't happen, especially now. Cold Heart, sweet. Although I don't need any more. I think I have 3, and I don't know. I don't even know if I have space. Yeah, I'll keep 4 for the hell of it. Hollow, let's check him out. I will check out some of these champions as we go along, but I just kind of want to pick up the pace again, like I said. Okay, so we have a Exemplar, let's go ahead and check it out. Not bad on the reviews. I already have her, making sure it was a female there. The A1 is attacks one enemy 2 times, plays an extra hit if the attack is critical. So that's pretty solid. Fire Knight is what comes to mind, right? On the A2, pincer attack. 3 times at random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Again, Fire Knight. And then attacks one enemy, 75% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn and a block cooldown skills debuff for 2 turns. Pretty cool, like a little mini Hegemon there. All right, and then the increased crit rate on the aura, not too bad. Again, highest ranking in like Fire Knight, Clan Boss, and Arena Offense, Dragon's Lair. Seems like a pretty solid champ. Any of you guys use her? Let me know. Next up, I'm gonna have to edit to clear space at some point in this video. By the way, guys, kind of as I'm pulling here, I wanted to kind of throw a question to you guys, if you could let me know in the comments. But what are you working on right now in Raid Shadow Legends? Like, are you trying to 6-star a specific champion? Are you working on your Clan Boss team, your Fire Knights, Spiders? Like, or are you just farming Great Hall, trying to finish off a certain difficulty of the campaign? Let me know, just because it would really help me out in terms of content, because I want to keep kind of fine-tuning my content here on the channel. It is relatively new now. It's a few months old. So I want to keep kind of fine-tuning to kind of meet the expectations and what you guys are actually looking for and focused on in the game, right? So this is Doomscreech. I know we pulled him before, but I remember kind of being semi-impressed, right? Let's go ahead and take a look real quick here. Attacks one enemy 2 times, 25% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Not awful on the A1. Fills turn meal by all allies by 30%. Okay, it's the opposite of the what's his face, Seeker. It's like the opposite of Seeker. It's the same ability, only instead of the increased attack, it's the increased defense on the A2. Yeah, I remember kind of being like, oh, that's pretty cool. And the AoE on the A3 plays a shield buff equal to 30% of the max HP of this champion for 2 turns. Damage increases according to this champion's current HP. So yeah, I kind of like Doomscreech. I remember saying this the first time I pulled him, like, oh, maybe I'll kind of max him out and do a guide on him, but I never got around to it. All right. Kind of keep things moving along. We're down to 40 shards left, guys. 40 shards. Still waiting to see that beautiful Paragon is pretty solid. Arena Offense. Really quickly. 1 enemy, 50% chance of decreasing turn meter by 10%. Unkillable on a target ally. Unkillable and increased attack on a target ally. Pretty cool. That's why you can see that he has a decent rating in the arena. Everywhere else, kind of meh. 3 times at random. Heal reduction and decrease, and debuff and a decrease attack. Yeah, for 2 turns. All right, if I can read, right? Next up is, okay, another rare. I think when we start getting to, like 20 is when we start to get a little nervous, right? But this video is going up no matter what. Even if I don't pull 1 legendary or 1 really cool epic, it's going up because you know what? 58 voids. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of investment, and I've been holding these forever, I feel like, you know. Seducer. Seducer is one of the better rares in the game. I think I included him in my top 10, but not top 5. Really quickly, his abilities. Has the sleep chance on the A1, decreased attack on the A2 on the AoE, and then the increased defense on all allies and a block debuff on all allies for 1 turn. You can see why he's really versatile. Ally protect and a block damage. Really, really solid. Now that I look again, it's like, wow, dude, Seducer is solid. If you guys have him, think about building him up. Next up is, okay, Ifrit. Ifrit is someone who I'm not super familiar with. Pretty mediocre scores. 1 enemy with a weaken. Decreased attack. A weak version of decreased attack. Damage does scale on HP. This champion's max HP though, right? Yeah, this champion's max HP, not enemies. Decreases the damage received by 50% if damage from a single hit exceeds 30%. That's kind of cool. Cool ability. Okay, I gotta edit out. Be right back. All right, 35 left. We have 20 more spots, so we'll have to clear up room 1 more time. Here we go. I just need to stop being a cheapo and buy more vault spots, right? Another Seducer. I actually kept the first one. He was the only guy only rare that I ended up keeping from that first batch. Wow, Dragon Slayer, 4.9. Interesting. Why is she so great for Dragon Slayer and nowhere else? Ice Golem's Peak, too. Let's go ahead and see. Attack one enemy, 20% chance of placing a decreased attack. And then removes all debuffs from all allies and places a 15% continuous heal buff on them for 2 turns. So stripping away those poisons from Dragon. And revives an ally with 30% HP and fills their turn meter by 30% on the 5-turn cooldown. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. I never run a team with a great revive option. I run like Shamrock, another Doomscreech. I run like Shamrock, and he has that kind of revive on there. And I have some self-revive champions that I use a lot, but there's none others who I run on any of my teams that are big revivers, and I really need that. I'm really kind of missing that. Missing that, like, okay. More Doomscreeches. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of repeats. Down to 29 left here, guys. And just that one legendary. That's all we need. We just need to see it one time. And then we have a 10 times chance, right? So all we need is that one legendary. Okay, we get the epic. We get the epic, and it's Azure. And we already have him, but let's go ahead and review again real quickly. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places a stun debuff if the target has a increased speed buff. Oh, okay. And then we have a 50% allied protection buff on all allies except this champion. Places a shield buff on this champion, equal to 40% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns. Buff cannot be removed. Pretty solid. Pretty good support. Damage scales off HP as well. Attacks one enemy, places extra hit. The target has a stun debuff. Hit is always critical. Kind of cool. Not bad. I won't use him, but not bad. Next up we have Huntress. Huntress has awful reviews. We won't read her abilities. Just keep the video moving. And let's see. Usually I read kind of the skills. Harvester of champions I'm not super familiar with, like Harvester. So Harvester attacks one enemy 2 times, has a weakened chance for 2 turns. Has one enemy on the A2, 80% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Okay. And then one enemy, 90% chance increasing the cooldown of one of the target skills by 2 turns at random. Attacks one enemy, 90% chance of increasing the cooldown. Okay, by 2 turns. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not loving her as much as the reviews say, unless I'm missing something. Just saying average. All right, next up is, depending on how hard I didn't look at her base stats, so maybe she hits hard. All right, Stitch Beast, meh. We got 20 left, 22 left. Do you guys root for YouTubers when they do these, or do you root against them? Honest question. Rage Mongerer. Continuous heal if it's critical. All enemies AoE, 50% chase, a weak version of poison, has an HP burn too. So it's cool that he has an HP burn and the poison. I like champions that have both of those abilities in their kit. Yeah, so are you rooting for me to go the whole video without any legendary? Or are you rooting for legendaries? Let me know. 23 left, so I lied. We still got a ways to go here. Plenty of time for that legendary. Not this time, though. Not this time. We get another Harvester instead. And here we go. Here we go, Plarium. And I'm so I'm like so superstitious about this that I'm like, here we go. Maybe if I say Plarium, maybe they'll give me some. Warcaster, already have, but we'll go over his kit really quickly. One enemy, 40% chance of stealing 2 random buffs for the target. That's pretty solid on the A1. Attacks all enemies. 50% chance of placing a block buffs for 2 turns. And block damage buff on all allies for 1 turn. So the block damage is what he's known for. Obviously, that can be brought all the way down to a 4-turn cooldown. Pretty cool. Let's see. I wonder when the next patch is going to be. We just got the last one. I'm like, I wonder when the next one's going to be. Just because I still feel like I wasn't as much of a hater in the last patch as most people have been. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. It certainly wasn't what I was looking for, right? I'm looking for, like I said, 2 new dungeons, Silver Dungeon and Tome Dungeon, right? Get books. Should be able to farm books. Maneater is so well known for his basically his A3. Can be booked down to 5 turns. Champion receives damage, then places an unkillable buff and a block debuff buff on all allies for 2 turns. Damage received is equal to 5% max HP for each ally alive. So obviously incredible ability. And then has depletes target's turn meter, fills this champion's turn meter equal to the amount of target loss. Maneater is one of the better Void epics in my opinion. See him in high-end arena as well. Not so much anymore, but certainly a few months ago we did. Harvester. Whatevs. And another rare. Now we're kind of getting there. Like I said, another Seducer. We're down to 16 left here, guys. No pressure. No pressure. More blue. Okay. Jeez, man. Legendaries are so tough to get in this game. All right. I mean, what else can I do? 58 voids. Be right back. All right, here we go. Back at it. Good enough room, so we're going to go straight through till we're done here, guys. We got the rare. It is Confessor. No, thank you. We got a... I'm like cheating because I have like a half a second. I see them half a second faster on my my device than I do on the screen. So I'm like, Fellhound, obviously known for the Reflect, right? There it is on the A2. Continuous heal and a Reflect damage on all allies for 2 turns. Makes him good for Fire Knights especially. Pretty cool. Here we go. 13 left here, guys. 13 left. We get a rare. And another Ifrit. No, thank you. 12 left. And the countdown begins. This is where we're starting to feel like, oh man, dude. Just give me any legendary, right? Start getting a little bit less picky, right? When it's when you're down to the final 11, you're just like, I'll take anybody. Even if it's a duplicate, it's cool. All right. So we got okay, 10 left. 10 left. Keep it going, keep it going. Positive vibes only. No rooting against the YouTuber. Veteran. Nah, veteran. Next up is another rare. Okay. Harrier. And 8 left here, guys. Another epic. When you're getting bummed out about epics, that's when you know things are getting bad, right? Golden Reaper, who we already have. Arena offense, 4.9 on Golden Reaper. Jeez. Attacks 1 enemy, 30% chance of decreasing the cooldown of 1 random ally skill by 1 turn. That can be actually booked up to 50% chance. So that's pretty solid. On the A2, attacks all enemies AoE, a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Decrease the turn meter of each target by 20% if they are not under a decrease attack debuff. So that's pretty cool. And has the increase speed buff on all allies for 2 turns and boost their turn meter by 20%. So it's essentially like an apothecary that minus the heal, but instead has the decreased attack on the AoE. It scales off attack too. I've covered Golden Reaper here on the channel. Like I already have Golden Reaper, but now that I'm reading her, I'm like, wow, you know what? That is actually really solid for arena. Can see why. Oh, and she looks good in that light too. Anyway, I'm just delaying the inevitable. The inevitable no legendary video here. She looks good in the light here, and if we turn her this way, all right. So next up, we get a Bellower. Hey, Bellower, welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. 5 left. Not feeling too good all of a sudden here, guys. Not feeling too good. It's gonna be 4 left after this. Painkeeper again. Thank you very much. That's the 3rd Painkeeper. Oof, man. Another epic. Can't complain, but you can complain. Faceless. So it is Faceless. Let's see what he has for skills. 1 enemy, 50% chance of placing another hit. Increase crit rate buff on the A2 on this champion, then attacks 1 enemy. No extra turn? All right. Feels like that ability should have an extra turn or something at the end of it. Attacks 1 enemy, will ignore shield and block damage buffs as well as defense. So that's his money ability right there on the A3, Ice Bolt. And that's really all I'm excited about on Faceless. In the attack in the arena, whatever. 4 left here, guys. Here we go. So Faceless, what do you think? I think the crit damage and crit rate buffs are kind of crappy. They added those to the game, honestly. Because it's just like, what are you going to build a whole team around an increased crit rate champion? Harvester, maybe people will find uses though in the future. You never know, right? and it's not looking so good here, guys. I'm still gonna post a video, like I said, just because it's, you know, it's so much. I don't even know what the value of 58 void shards would be. Someone want to, I don't, how much, what are they worth? Like $5 each or something? I have no idea. But either way, it's a rather expensive video to not post, so I apologize unless we get it here, and we don't. All right, Towering Titan, welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. All right, so again, mediocre on Towering Titan, but we'll review him. 1 enemy, decreased defense for 2 turns. 4 times at random, 50% chance of placing a provoke. Not too bad, 60% chance when booked. Man, I really wanted, I got the provoke champion at the end too to rub the salt in the wound. Increased defense and a continuous heal and a shield. That's really solid. Really kind of a solid support here out of Towering Titan. And then we'll transfer damage to Cage Breaker, so it's kind of a team champion as well. So guys, that is gonna do, you know what, might as well pull the Sacred. Who cares, right? Throw it all out the window now, guys. And we get an epic, and it is Catacomb Counselor. So Catacomb Counselor, we already have him. Fire Knight, we'll check out his abilities anyway though. 50% chance of increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks 1 enemy. one enemy 3 times, heals the champion by 20% of the damage inflicted, and then teams up, has a team ability here, with 3 random allies to attack a single enemy. The allies joining the attack will all use their default skill. So I actually love this team up ability. I wish it was on more champions, but it's really strong too, so I guess I can see why it's not. Guys, we'll save the ancients for another video. Hey, hate to let you down, or maybe not letting you down, maybe you're rooting against me, so congratulations. I lose again. Guys, thank you so much for the support here and continuing to watch and support the channel. Honestly, I really appreciate it. We'll have more champion guides, more just strategy guides, more you know, shard openings, hopefully going better than this one did, coming at you guys soon. Thank you so much for the support again, and as always, take care, guys.